Somewhere beyond the recesses of time and space, two podcasters are set adrift in a machine, picking up transmissions of movies that are forgotten but not gone.
Truman, we talked about the 13th Floor last week.
Oh, yes, we did.
So many mind-bending themes in that movie.
We got heady. It was a really heady discussion.
I think we got headier than the movie did.
Well, yeah, we did actually, didn't we? The movie was not interested in engaging with any of those things nearly as much as the two of us.
That's true. Yeah.
I think the headiest question, though, that I have left over from the 13th Floor, which is, I think, really also, like, cuts to kind of the core of who we are as people and how we perceive the world.
You're speaking my language.
You know, so when Craig Bierko's character goes back to the 1930s and he works at a bank and he is trying to, like, kind of get a sense of, like, what's going on, and he's, like, wandering away from his desk, and his manager is coming after him, like, what's going on? What are you doing? Why aren't you at work? My big question is, why didn't they cast cinema's greatest toady, Roy Brocksmith, to play bank manager? I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to stop talking Brock. Roy Brocksmith would have smashed it in this role, and he was still alive at this time. Him being like, Ferguson, why aren't you at your desk? You need to do your job right now. It's
I think because Roy Brocksmith plays kind of hammy characters, and we have a seasoned character actor in this role with Bob Clendenin. He
looked really familiar to me. What is he? Is he like, he reminds me of the tall guy on Twin Peaks: The Return. That's not him, though.
Oh my God!
Is he the one who says it is happening again?
No, he's not in Twin Peaks at all.
Well, he could be.
He's. I mean, it's hard to say what he's from because he's just kind of like part of the tapestry of TVs and movies around the turn of the century and even to today.
Much like Roy Brocksmith, yeah.
He had a major role on Cougar Town, but he had 7 episodes of Scrubs. He was in Dude, Where's My Car? He was in an episode of That 70s Show. Scroll back all the way to his 90s work. Yes, Truman, going back to our grunt work days, he was on an episode of ER.
Oh shit. A cold sweat breaks out as I remember that game. I mean, that's not... I was more worried he was going to be on an episode of Home Improvement, and that's where I was going to remember him from.
Was he?
I don't know. Was he? You tell me.
No,
he was. I only have eyes for one of these guys.
Star Trek Voyager. Like, I mean, he's just one of those faces.
Well, no, I mean, I think that this movie, it has so many big scenes in the 30s, so many street scenes, crowd scenes, nightclub scenes, and it's a real bonanza of kind of background actors and guest actors. Well, you can't be a guest actor in a movie, but you know what I mean. Like supporting players who have that never seen an iPhone face, and just you can, like... I don't know. I love it when a movie can showcase a lot of people who have a very retro look about them, and then can also, like, accentuate that by putting them in 30s clothes.
Speaking of the 30s, this transitions me into one of the big things that I wanted to bring up on the main episode, but it got a little... I think it's a little too robust, and it didn't fit into last week's discussion.
Wow.
Which is, granted, this mostly applies to time travel movies, but since... This is, a simulated reality of the 1930s. There's a trope, and I want to set up an experiment that you and I can do right now.
Oh, boy.
But here's the trope. Picture it. You are a time-traveling character.
Uh-huh. I think I know where you're going with this.
You go back in time.
Uh-huh.
You grab a newspaper, and wouldn't you know it, some major... world event has just happened that is front page news to orient you to what time period you're in.
Yes.
So, I guess my question is, why is that? I mean, is that an unrealistic trope? Or, and this is the experiment I want to do, is there just always headline news happening that will orient you to the time you're in. Here's the experiment.
Okay.
I want you to pick a random date out of the ether, and I'm going to look it up online and see if there was a headline news item that would have happened that date, and do not choose one of the easy ones.
I will not. Let's go with September 19th, 1983.
Billy Joel released his hit Uptown Girl.
I mean, okay, so I get to the 80s, and I'm walking down the street, and I just hear I know exactly where I am. Or do I have to? Or does it only count if I pick up a newspaper and the front page headline is "Holy shit! Have you heard this song? It totally slaps. The Piano Man has done it again."
Well, I guess okay. If you're putting a newspaper out, the event wouldn't have happened that day. So, let's okay.
What happened 1 week before? What happened on September 12th, 1983?
I'm looking at historical events in 1983 September. The Everly Brothers reunite.
Who the fuck are they?
The Emmy Award nominations come out.
Oh,
or no, Emmy Awards happened, and Shelley Long won.
Damn right she did. Hell yeah. Was Rhea Perlman nominated for supporting actress in a comedy series? Is that the first of her, 8 nominations?
The biggest headline I could find is Reagan keeps Marines in Lebanon.
Boo. But wait. Actually, I guess I don't know how... I'm mainly booing Reagan. I haven't thought through how I feel about that foreign policy decision.
For sports, Holmes TKOs, Franks. Yeah, not a lot happening in September 1983.
We'll get here. Let's try it the other way around. Give me a date and let me see what headline you'd look at.
Okay, we got to go further back in time. I think I'm gonna pick a random date, 1956, and I'm gonna go April 23rd.
Okay. Let's see. You pick up a newspaper and oh, well, the front page news on April 23rd, 1956. Novelist C.S. Lewis married to poet Joy Davidman at the Register Office in Oxford, England.
Oh my God! I'm in 1936. 56. 1956.
Yeah, you got the wrong... and you do the Pee Wee Herman yell. Also great. Let's see. I mean, what else could you go with? Okay. More big marriage news. American actress Grace Kelly married Rainier III, Prince of Monaco, in a civil ceremony.
Oh. She becomes a Princess Monaco. Princess of Monaco.
Yeah, she's not the Princess Monaco. That must be another person.
I was thinking of Princess Mononoke.
Yeah, I guess you just... I'm looking at this, and man, I think the thing about history is that there's so much of it, and a lot of it feels very important at the time. Yeah. And then you look back at it, and no, there's only a few really big things, and everything else is just kind of like background noise and static.
So then there is... It is a trope at that point. Like, you go back to a random date in time, and you're not likely to find a massive Hindenburg disaster headline on your newspaper.
Hopefully not. Or because there's a lot of horrible disasters and massive losses of life that happened in the past that everyone has forgotten. So you go back in time and you're like, oh my God, this boat full of German immigrants sank in New York Harbor and 4,000 people died. I've never heard of this. This is awful. I'm sad and I have no idea what year it is.
If you pause the screen on any newspaper in a movie or TV, you read all of that.
Well, I mean, look, I did pause the movie at the end of the movie The 13th Floor, which we're discussing.
Yeah.
And on the newspaper article about crime rate at an all-time low in LA, and I started trying to scrutinize the individual text. And it is the same filler text for newspapers and movies that I feel like I always wind up freeze framing and reading. That's just like baseball stats going into generic political news, going into weather.
Yeah. All right. Well,
look,
what a fun experiment.
One other thing that I'm going to say, though, if I'm a time traveler in a movie, because Craig Bierko's character, he goes back to 1937, and he's walks out of the bank where the guy who isn't Roy Brocksmith has yelled at him, and he's in the streets, and he's so just I can't believe, oh my God, it's the 30s. Also, I don't know why he's like so shocked by this. Like, he's an executive at the company that made the simulation. He knows what's in there.
True, but when he's asked when he comes out of the simulation what it was like, he's like, well, the colors are a little off, but no one seems to notice.
The colors are a little off. They look fine to me.
It was very sepia, but like I would imagine if suddenly your world was kind of devoid of color, it would be a little disorienting, and you would be like, whoa, weird. Why is the sky not blue, but kind of grayish?
Tan, yeah. But he's looking around, though, and he wanders into the street and gets honked at by a passing car and has to jump out of the street. Back to the Future, Marty McFly. He's in Hill Valley in 1955. He's stumbling around. He backs into the street, gets honked at by a car.
Okay, all right.
I don't care what year it is. I am not taking my chances in this street.
When this film does get right that you go to the bathroom first to kind of calm yourself down, when you look at yourself in the mirror there, you go, okay, you're about to go out into the real world. Do not back up into the street.
Yes. Keep, wait at the crosswalk, look both ways. You're going to see, Truman, you're going to be seeing a lot of old-timey stuff. Keep your cool. Get your shit together. Do not get run over in the past. And then fucking D'Onofrio gets run over in the past anyway. I mean, like, there's a lot of people being very reckless about traffic in this movie. And that is true to the experience of being a pedestrian in LA, is if you blink, you get creamed by a Cybertruck.
Do you think this is going to end up in the trailer?
Getting honked at in the past? Is there going to be a getting run over by a car thing in the trailer? I think no. I would love to wager one on that on a goop. Actually, yes, I am. I'm going to wager one on that. There's either D'Onofrio getting hit by a car or Bierko getting honked at.
So, Truman and I are about to play the trailer game, and we have watched we have watched the movie The 13th Floor, but we have not watched the trailer, so we're going to pick out some parts of the movie we think they're going to hinge the marketing on. I think I'm going to disagree with you.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think this is going to hinge on oh wow, look at this different world I'm in, so much as it's going to be lingering more on the suspense and mystery. Mm-hmm. The backing into the street and kind of wide-eyed, oh my god, look at this world, is kind of the country bumpkin getting off the bus and looking at the skyscrapers a moment. And I think that is to contrast with the murder mystery vibe they're going to set up.
This movie is going to be promoting so hard on like darkness and mystery and like being hard-boiled. They're not going to show a guy gawping at 30s type buildings and stuff.
The way I think they'll do it is having Craig Bierko see Vincent D'Onofrio as like hacker 1999 version going in, and then seeing the contrast of him as psychopathic bartender. Like that's going to be the oh my god, I'm not in Kansas anymore moment.
Hacker D'Onofrio / bartender D'Onofrio. I agree. I think we're also going to get, and this I think will be late in the trailer when it's like they're ratcheting it up and it's action scenes. I think we're going to get like dancing D'Onofrio, like chasing him through the basement with the gun, and he's like twirling around. They're in the pool room. It's So
those are good shots. Yeah.
So it's not even him in the pool. It's just him by the pool twirling around and singing with the gun.
Yeah. I don't even know that we'll get the audio of that, but that's a good visual.
I don't think we'll get audio either. It's going to be like or like music in the background.
We're both agreed that we're going to see the end of the world wireframe moment.
Yeah, totally.
Where do you think they place that in the trailer? My guess is it's going to be the last image they leave you with.
I think it's going to...
And I'll tell you why.
Why do you think that?
Because I think they're going to have enough of the story, like... We see the visuals of 1999. We see the visuals of 1937. We see the contrast between the two D'Onofrios. That we get the sense that this is a simulation. That it needs to leave audiences with a hook of like, oh, this is bigger than it is. And that's a wonderful like last flavor to give audiences to want to buy a ticket.
Yeah, I'm not going to dispute that. I'm racking my brain to remember the trailer that I watched where I started doing 13th blank bits that pissed my dad off, and I feel like the wireframe was probably the last image of it. So, yeah, I'll give you that. Do you think we're going to get like some kind of like there's the dance hall that they're in, or like the fancy party where there's like showgirls dancing on the dance floor? Are we gonna get some kind of like establishing shot sweeping over that, like just to like show off, hey guys, look, 30s vibes?
In fact, I think we will get a series of shots starting with that and going through Fuller's experience until he showing that world, because when you have that many extras, it really ups your production value. So of course they're going to put it in the trailer, but I think it's going to be part of setting up the murder mystery. I think we're going to get Fuller and the kind of series of mysterious shots of him being murdered.
Okay, so it's the dance floor ladies going into Fuller getting killed.
Yeah, that whole thing will be kind of a sequence that will probably open the trailer, but maybe not.
Yeah, we're getting ambitious, trying to predict where things are going to show up in the trailer now. Announcer? No announcer. In a world that isn't a world.
I'm going to go no announcer. 1999 is a tricky period, because it could go really either way.
I just think there's so many concepts to explain here.
Yeah.
But is
what do you think?
Is that...
I'll go with you on this one. I don't think so, but I can be swayed. I'll go with what you want.
Titles on screen. I think it's ominous titles on screen. It's like reality, fantasy, love,
simulation,
death.
You're going thematic with it. Okay.
Yeah. Words flashing on thematic words flash on screen. That's gonna be our bet.
Okay. I know we have a lot of guesses. I have a gimme that I just want the points for, which is we're going to get those green laser lights coming out of the machine and him going into the machine. Yeah,
green lasers, no doubt.
Then I have one last question for you before we watch this trailer. Gretchen Mol, what image do we get or moment do we get of the romance?
Is it them like...
They have a slow dance at one point.
Yeah, I think it's them dancing, and does she say something to him there about like maybe it's fate or we knew each other in another life or something?
Dude, that is a perfect trailer line. Yeah,
knew each other in another life.
Yeah, yep.
Mole, another life.
How many guesses is that for us?
That takes us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's good for me.
Fine for me.
If you really want one more, I think we will get the shot of her appearing in her father's apartment and the introduction of her character. I'm his daughter. I didn't know he had a daughter. Kind of sets up a mystery.
Yeah, I'm his daughter. Why not? Okay.
All right. You want to watch this thing?
Let's watch this thing.
Oh, God, yeah, you got that mysterious industrial music.
Ooh, whoa, this plane flying over. Roland Emmerich presents.
Gotta get his name in there.
Announcer! Damn it.
Lasers.
Lasers.
Yeah, this is laser. We get that.
After 6 years of testing.
Wow, it's a lot of narrating. They're narrating
so much
the fuck out of this. Up, 30s.
No. Okay, that was close. He almost backed into the street.
Oh, the showgirl's dancing. Oh, he almost got hit by a car!
Oh my God!
He almost
Come
got
on!
hit by a car!
Don't put that in the trailer, man!
Fuck!
And of course, they're hinging this on D'Onofrio. He's the biggest name in this.
But once they opened the door.
You know,
Oh,
there's
dancing D'Onofrio.
There you go. A suspicious lack of Craig Bierko acting in this.
Yeah, true.
You think one of them units crawled up the extension cord and killed his maker?
And why didn't they kill you?
Ah.
Maybe they will.
You're saying there's another world
Kissing in
on
the rain.
top of this one?
That's right. We're nothing but a simulation on some computer.
Well, okay, so this is just laying the twist for the story.
Yeah.
You could call it the end of the world.
Actually, a
Question
lot less
reality.
1937 stuff in this than I would have guessed.
Yeah.
Okay, now, Truman,
Yeah.
we are getting title shots
We
as
are.
well. Question reality, question yourself, question why.
Floor. You can go there, even though it
Ah!
doesn't exist.
There you go.
Boom!
Wireframe.
Boom! Wireframe at the end. It's
Turned it off.
wow.
Guys, I cannot stress enough how bad the font is that they used for all
It's-
of this. It's ass. It's just ass font. That's what it's called in Windows Movie Maker or whatever. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. They actually
Why?
had him almost getting run over by a truck in the street.
Dude,
That was such a late. Oh my god, I never would have guessed.
yeah, we had the point. I talked us out of it. I'll take the hit on that one. It
What does
seemed
that
like a
look-
weird.
Mechanically, what does that look like? You'll take the hit on that one. Like, what does that mean? How does that factor into our score?
Listen, my self-flagellation's a private thing, so
Yeah.
just take my word for it. When I go to my part of the machine after this, I'll take the hit the way that I want to.
Yeah, you'll put on the 13th floor and do nothing. Yeah.
Do you think there's a
Okay.
13th floor in the Hotel Artemis?
I feel like that's where the Hotel Artemis stuff that the hospital is on the 13th floor. That
Oh,
just
yeah,
seems like
okay.
That would fit for everything else.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man. Okay, so we don't get the transition between hacker D'Onofrio to bartender D'Onofrio.
Yeah, I forgot how ADD late '90s trailers were.
Yeah, it kind of hurt me. I have a headache from that.
Yeah, so
And-
my stupid 2026 brain was trying to construct a story when they're just like, nah, man.
Well,
we have to make this way more exciting than it actually is.
They don't need a story because they've got Don LaFontaine going like, okay, listen up, everybody. So they made this computer, right? And the computer goes to the 30s, and in the 30s, there's like all these robot people who are actually real people. Are you paying attention? No, wait, keep going. Here's some
wanna-
shots of some things.
Don LaFontaine is a 6-year-old trying to explain his favorite movie.
I mean, it's really not that different from me trying to explain the actual plot of the movie last week.
Oh my god.
Because I also love that it's like the first half of the trailer is thick, heavy narration. And
Yeah.
then it's like, well, okay, here's some kind of esoteric title cards.
How did we do, though? I mean, I don't even know. With such quick shots, I mean, they put a lot of what we said in there, but just not in the same tone or context.
Yeah. So we didn't get hacker D'Onofrio, bartender D'Onofrio. We did get
Okay.
Dance-Offrio, him twirling with the gun, pirouetting, if you will.
We did get that, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
did.
we got that point. Okay.
We got Dance-Offrio. Yes,
okay,
we
okay,
did.
Okay.
Wireframe World, it wasn't the last thing we saw in the trailer, so we don't get that.
I want a half point for that one. It was
Yep.
nearish the end.
And I want one of the many martinis they drank in that movie, and I hear I don't have one. It's like there's like a whole other montage after the Wireframe World, and then an
fine.
entire back and forth between Birko and D'Onofrio about like, what'd you do to the world? I turned it off.
Fine.
Yeah, you don't get that. We don't get
that.
We don't get the dance floor ladies to the Fuller killed sequence. We do get a shot of dance floor ladies, but we don't get it. Like, Fuller
Yeah,
getting
that's where
killed
I'm
is
like
not in
confused
this.
because we get a shot of the dance floor ladies, we get a shot of him being killed, but they're not together in the way that we said it. So
Yeah.
half point.
No, I'm sorry.
Fuck,
I'm sorry.
come
No, I'm
on.
sorry. The past is a harsh mistress, Landon. I apologize. Look, we get the full thematic on-screen words. We get that, even though
Okay.
I kind of was thinking it would be in lieu of narration. That's fine. We didn't specify.
We
so
didn't
get that
specify.
right. Green lasers, absolutely true.
Yes.
Nothing about Gretchen Mol saying we know each other from another life. Nothing about her
Weird.
saying I'm his daughter.
I wonder if that would be in an alternate trailer, maybe.
Could be.
But cool.
Yeah.
What was our final score?
Our final score out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 was 3. 3 out of 8.
Yeah. Well, we
Score
got a
would've been
long
higher.
way to go and a lot to learn.
Yeah. Score would have been higher if I'd let you talk us up to those 2 half points, but no.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think we just need to it's really tough with a movie from the 90s. We cannot predict what those trailers will be. It was a chaos era. Yeah.
Well, listen, before we see where the machine is sending us next, the machine is making us talk about how it can be continued to be fueled through time and space and movies.
Mm-hmm.
And that is to talk about our Patreon over at patreon.com/gruntworkpod, which is the podcast network for Movie Memory Machine, along with a number of other shows. We are reconfiguring some stuff. It happened in the new year, but we want to promote it now. We've added a lot of cool things for free. So you can subscribe at Patreon without contributing, and you still get cool stuff like periodic articles. Would you call those periodicals?
Our newsletter, I think, is more of a periodical.
Okay.
Which they also get access to.
You get access to the all access part of our newsletter.
Ooh.
You get the ability to suggest a film. There is a post out there where you just add your comments. Any film that you would like the machine to throw at us, you can go and do that on the free tier.
It helps if the movie is forgotten. Don't be like, you should watch Titanic, because, well, everyone remembers Titanic.
The machine is going to filter through some of the suggestions at some point. But
yeah.
You also, as a free member, can get access to some free access days. Once or twice a year, we relinquish the paywall to some of our bonus content, and you can go and see what all of that stuff's about. So that's what you get on the free tier. If you do pay, though, there are a couple additional things you get. So for as little as $1 per month, but as much as you want to pay, for that newsletter we talked about, you get access to the restricted access section, which gets you not just the next movie's clue, but the next 2 movies' clues.
Yeah, you can be locked and loaded for the entire month of knowing what we're going to be talking about,
as well as a few additional little bonus things in that newsletter. That post where you can suggest a film. If you are a paid member, you actually get to vote on what that film will be, and the machine will allow one of your suggestions once per season for us to cover. So suggest it on any tier, vote on it if you're paying for us. You also get access to a lot of other bonus and experimental episodes that we might do over time, but you also get early access to all of our main episodes by 2 days. So on the Wednesday before a new film, you will get access to that movie.
Let us help you get over the hump. Get through Wednesday, finish out the week strong with Movie Memory Machine.
That is all over at patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Any little bit helps. Really appreciate it. You can also rate us and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, subscribe to us on YouTube, recommend the show to someone, send them the feed, send them an episode, or join our Discord. That's free for anybody. We just want to hear from you. If you want to talk about these films, the link is in the show notes for every episode, so that is completely free. Join us over there. We'd love to hear from you.
Also talk about things other than these films. Really just see where the conversation takes us.
Yeah, lots of Josh Hutcherson commentary over on the Discord recently.
I don't want to engage in any commentary that isn't Josh Hutcherson related.
All right, well, with that, let's see where the machine is sending us next, Truman. Hit the button.
Don't mind if I do. Ooh, okay. Next up, we're heading to October 12th, 2018. Getting a little fresher.
Wait, weren't we just there for Tag?
I mean, it seems like we were. I guess we're doing a tag back.
God, what are the chances the machine would send us to the same movie twice in one season?
If we've been naughty, maybe that'll be the case. If we send too many stinkers back to modern memory, maybe the machine will punish us.
Ooh, wait, Truman, I think you just hit on something that we should try next season. Let's just send every single movie back and see if we can clog the machine.
I don't think we want to clog the machine that we're depending on for life support. It's not going to go over well. I don't think we're going to like how that turns out.
Fine. All right. Well, let's read the clue. It says here, 7 strangers, 7 secrets. All roads lead here. Another mystery afoot.
I mean,
another mystery at hand.
Oh, another mystery at head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Are any of these strangers psychopaths? Because if they are, I have an idea of which movie this could be.
Oh, okay. I didn't say the title because I don't want to be shocked by the machine.
Yeah.
That's a good guess, though. Was that 2018? I feel like that was a little bit before 2018, though.
I think it was too.
Because 2018 was like 3 Billboards era.
Yeah, that was 3 Billboards territory. Oh boy, how did you feel about 3 Billboards? Were you up on the Billboards?
I have seen it once and enjoyed the experience enough when I saw it. I've no instinct to watch it again.
Yeah.
I know you're not very up on it.
I'm not. You know why? Too many billboards. Could have done it with like one.
One too many billboards.
Yeah. Sorry, that's my big issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if this was 7 strangers, 7 billboards? All roads lead here. The roads lead past the billboards, Truman.
Maybe that's there's a sweet spot with billboards. Like 1 billboard, great. 2 through 5, no. 6, okay. 7 billboards, sweet spot. That's the amount of billboards that I want.
At the risk of another tangent, this is the only billboard time I'm going to be able to bring this up. I thought there was always a missed opportunity for the Tony Scott film Deja Vu to have 2 billboards behind each other advertising that movie. You pass by a billboard that says Deja Vu, and then you pass by another billboard immediately after that says Deja Vu.
That's a pretty good idea. That would be very expensive to execute. We were talking about it on the podcast all these years later. It's like, boy, their marketing budget was so high. Well, they had to buy twice as many billboards.
No, you do the same amount. You just do it in less places, and then allow the meme culture to do it for you.
Yeah. Okay. So you're counting on the internet to do the heavy lifting for you. That's clever. That's very clever.
I mean, that's kind of what studios are doing nowadays. But let's get out of here. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll figure out these 7 strangers and their 7 secrets, and hopefully none of them are psychopaths. And
all right.
I can't wait to find out next week.
Yes. Join us on the road that leads where? We'll find out next Friday. Until then, for Truman Caps, I've been Landen Celano.
And for Landen Celano, I've been Truman Caps. Bye-bye.
Whoa!
Movie Memory Machine is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/gruntworkpod to keep the machine running. Theme song by Porky's Groove Machine. Rate us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. For more information on today's show, visit moviememorymachine.com.